Speech class was my worst nightmare, so naturally I decided to do stand-up. And I love it. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I think it comes from my school days, though. I went to a Baptist school most of my school time, and it probably explains why I'm so sweet and innocent. But Baptist guilt is real, guys, because most people, when something bad happens to them, they think, why, God, why? Why do bad things happen to good people? Not me. Something bad happens to me, I automatically assume at some point in my life I did something bad to deserve it and I'm being punished. Like, I had a couple of impure thoughts about Jason Momoa once. Probably why my transmission blew up. Or I stole lip gloss 30 years ago. Maybe why I got dumped. Speaking of getting dumped, happened a long time ago now, but I went through a bad breakup. We were together for 4 years. For some reason, I thought he was the love of my life. We lived together. I had to move out. It was a rough time. But with all that, it's not even the worst part about the breakup. The worst part, the same week I got dumped, my favorite toy died. This was the sex toy that was going to get me through like weeks of celibacy, you know? And he gave out on me at the worst possible time. I mean, have you ever been rejected by a man and a sex toy in the same week? Oh! Definitely a blow to the ego, for sure. But it's okay, guys. You don't have to feel sorry for me anymore because I got a new shower head, so I'm all good. So after the breakup, I ventured out. Breakups are weird because it makes you want to do all kinds of crazy things like change your hair, lose weight, take up new hobbies, do stand-up comedy. I did all the things. I even tried going out to a ladies' night and I hated it. Because, you know, sure you get cheap or free drinks, but nothing gets you in the mood like the smell of sweat, cheap alcohol, and Axe body spray. But I shouldn't complain though, it could have been worse. In fact, it was worse a long time ago because ladies' night actually dates back to prehistoric times. Yeah, men were out looking for women then too, but when guys talked about going clubbing back then, it hit a lot harder. Literally, they'd hit you over the head with it, drag you back to their cave. That was ladies' night back then. It was a lot cheaper for the men, but thankfully we've evolved a little bit. Well, I am a lady, and although I like to look cute and sparkly, I've never considered myself a girly girl because I don't wear designer clothes, my nails aren't manicured, and if I'm going to buy a bag that costs $300, it better be full of groceries.
Nowadays.
So then, or drugs, that's great. So then why do I feel like such a girl when I go into the hardware store? How I feel looking for something in the hardware store must be how a man feels looking for tampons for his girlfriend at the pharmacy. Stupid, lost, and terrified to ask for help. Because who wants to be asking for things like cock, nuts, ball cock assemblies? I mean, if I'm going to be asking for stuff like that, I'd much rather be at the Adam and Eve store where there's no misunderstanding what I'm talking about. Just one of those crazy things about being a lady. Well, another thing I never understood about being a woman is apparently you're not supposed to have sex on the first date. It's frowned upon, it's considered slutty or something. But I don't think so. I think it's smart. It's logical. It's research, really. Because you wouldn't buy any major appliance without checking to make sure it worked for you first, right? And all those come with a warranty. So why should it be any different with a man? Because let's just say you decide to hold out, and you go on like 4 dates with a guy, and then fall madly in love with him, and then decide to sleep with Murray, only to find out he has a micro penis. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just personally prefer that my man's penis be bigger than my clit, but that's just a personal preference. Either way, you be faced with a decision, and you be in an awkward situation that totally could have been avoided had you just done your research. That's my time, guys. Give it up for you.
Yeah, Helen! Helen!
One more time, hell of a drum!